So I'm done distributing the vaccines into the drinkers. Let's apply the lids. Then we turn them over and we'll start our timing off and see. It should not surpass 2 hours, but I don't use 2 hours. I use maximum 1 hour. So immediately you place you turn them over. They will rush. As they rush, they will have a taste of it. Everybody should taste it. Everybody must taste it. Then they will slow down. Then they come up again and they continue at their own time. So as you can see, it's complete. We've already applied. So guys, as you can see, I've already prepared it. You can see the solution of the mixture. The constituted vaccine is normal blue. You can see. So what I need to do now is to go in there and then I turn them over and start my timing. So let's go and see the whole place past the drinkers once in there. So we turn them over, then we start our timing. 30 liters of the constituted vaccine. All now. And now we have maximum timing. Still 1 hour for everything to finish. Estimated water quantity will be consumed within that period of time. Please stay with me on this channel. I'll be producing a specific video on vaccines, a lecture on vaccines. This is just the administration technique I use, that I've been using. So when you're turning any drinker over, you should be careful not to cover a chip under it. That chip will suffocate. So I'm being careful not to spill the solution over to, also not to cover any chip under the lid. So you can be mindful of that when you're working in the poultry house. That's one cause of mortality. So everything is done. You can see the population is crowded around it. Nearly, you can say, over 80%, 85 to 90% is already drinking. So when these ones will drink, when they have a taste of it, they will go rest and then come up again. Those that are resting will come and drink also. So in 1 hour's time, 30 minutes time, everybody must have tasted the vaccine. So vaccines have been reconstituted and administered. So there's a success. Let's check the time. So in 1 hour's time, I'll check what's going on here. Okay, let's go in and check what's going on in the brooder. After mixing the vaccines, you can see the house is busy. Everybody is drinking. Not everybody, but majority is drinking for now. It's just some few minutes into the mixing, into the constitution and application of the vaccine. The house is, the drinkers are packed with chicks that are concentrating. So now, due to the thirst, we starve them, we deprive them of water for about 2 hours, approximately 2 hours, and then reconstituting the vaccine. Now you can see the thirst is actually pushing them to drink, because vaccines shouldn't stay for long after reconstitution, maximum 2 hours, but for best result 1 hour. So the measurement of the water is critical. Don't put too much water. So they will drink all of this. This is 1,500 dose for 1,500 deaths. Newcastle disease vaccine at 7 days old. So I'm waiting for them to drink. Within 1 hour to be done. They So finish drinking it. So these ones that are already crowding around the drinker, they're already drinking their own share of it. So later, others that are at the walls or around the heat source, they are just resting. There's no heat there. They will drink. Then those that have drunk, they go and rest or go to eating, and then they come back. So the vaccine is on. The vaccine will provide them with prevention against disease, protection against disease, against particularly Newcastle disease. Newcastle disease is the one you see in villages that the local chicken is being attacked most of the time. The ones you see them getting mad, can say getting mad, it's foul madness disease. You see them twisting their heads and behaving in an abnormal way. It happens in the same here. So if you don't prevent the disease, the virus will come, you will be having herpes tetanus and other signs. As the birds will be turning their heads in an abnormal position. So they normally die, most of them die. This is a disease that can attack nearly 100% of your chicks, of your pets. So it's good we start preventing them from now on. So guys, vaccination is ongoing. Please stay tuned for more vaccinations like this. So we expect a booster at 21 days of age, as I said, in this my locality. So the vaccination schedule is dependent on the locality in which you are found. The locality will determine the prevalence, the occurrence of the disease. So the occurrence will make people to design a vaccination schedule that is specific to prevent the diseases in that condition, in that particular location. So guys, thank you. Please continue watching. Follow me to the end of the vaccination. It's a few minutes after the deconstitution and the overcrowding has been drunk. So you can see the house has calmed down now. Most of them are now resting at the wall. You can see along the walls, they are resting. See there. See around the walls, and now resting around the walls. So very few are now drinking. These few probably they were the ones that did not drink before. So they are now, the taste has been satisfied. By doing that, we have given them the vaccines. So that's the good thing about it. They never knew they were drinking the medication, biological, which will help them. Help everyone, help me, help everyone. So that is it. Some are resting around the heat source with no fire, but they are just resting. They're not resting around an object. So these ones around the wall, along the walls, they're good. Some are still drinking. So I think by now 99% or even 100% has drunk the medication, the vaccine. Those that have not drunk, maybe those that are sick and don't know anything, don't know what is going on. So the main thing with vaccination is when 75% of your flock is protected, the disease doesn't disturb the flock that way. But you need almost 100%, you need 99%, because this is production. You don't want to lose any birds to disease. So the thing with vaccination is to prevent the chain of spreading. So we hope our vaccines were transported well. We hope it's good quality. We hope the heat has not deactivated it. We hope any break in the cold chain was not there. So if all that happens, we'll have our vaccines working for us for good. So we'll wait for them to finish drinking. We'll wait for the 1 hour, my own 1 hour time to elapse. Then we take out the little ones that are still remaining. You see the level of the vaccine of the water. You see the level very low. Some are almost finished but not completely. So I think within an hour now, this one should get finished. So let's see the level of water is very low. So that's the level of water that we have now. For the others, it's the same level of water. So it's nice, it's good. So what we'll do now, after this, we are going to remove these drinkers we've used to vaccinate the birds. We wash them and rinse them, then we store. Then we replace the ones that we removed. These are the ones that we removed. So we replace the water, we add more fresh water to it. We replace these ones. Those are some there, some materials there. So we are going to replace these ones that were first of all there. Then we put fresh water. So these drinkers are going to go out and then being washed. It's now an hour and some few minutes over. As you can see in there, they've drank the vaccine solution, and then it's almost finished. You can see they've drank about, let me say, minimum of 85% of the volume of water we've used. So it's now 1 hour and some minutes over, so we have to remove the vaccines. It's time to remove the remaining vaccines. We remove the water. So by now the vaccines, the remaining volume of the vaccine is already within. So it may start becoming infectious now, since it's live vaccine. So live vaccines, when they get hot, they may become infectious or even weak. So let's go in and remove the remaining ones. Then we are going to measure the volume. When we remove it, we are going to measure the volume and see what volume they have drunk. So I'll be removing it, I'll be gathering it in 10 liters. So at the end we'll see what volume is remaining of the vaccines. I've removed everything. I've recollected the water back, the remaining vaccines, after almost 1 hour 30 minutes. I was hoping they'll finish it in 1 hour's time, but it's not finished even after 1 hour 30 minutes. That is not bad. So we have 10 liters and a few, maybe 10.5 liters left from the vaccines. So which means I should have reconstituted but about 20 liters or maximum 25 liters. So it should have been, the estimate should have been 1,500 chicks at 1 week old. You vaccinate them, you starve them with water 2 hours, and then you use a volume of 25 liters to reconstitute the vaccine with 14 drinkers, 10 liters drinkers, 14 of them. So that will suffice. So there are other factors that also come into play, like the environmental temperature. So the sun wasn't up that way that much. Even now they're not sweating, they're not panting, they're not opening their mouth. Even when I came, which means the weather today wasn't that harsh. So if it was harsh as of yesterday, they would have drank all the 30 liters, but it's not bad. I think it's good. So we pack up everything, the vaccine materials, the materials we've used, the drinkers we've used, we pack them out, keep them in a specific position so that we use them we wash them up again, and we use them when we expand the beds, because after some time we need to expand them. When we expand them, we need all of this, so that's what we need to do now. So I'm going to put them in a specific place. I wash them. I replace these normal ones, these ones I use here, water. I fill them up with water, wash these ones, stock them. After about 21 days, I'm going to expand them. By that time, they'll need this. So that's what is done. So guys, thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching this to the end. That was vaccination against Newcastle disease. So Newcastle disease is a very dangerous disease. You should vaccinate against in your flock, but when it comes, it kills. It has high mortality rate. So most of the birds will die if you don't vaccinate. So do vaccinate. Depending on the birds you have, if it's 100 birds, you use 100 dose. 500 birds, 500 dose. 1000, 15. You use the very dose that is there. Don't use a lesser dose vaccine for more birds to lead to shortage. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Welcome back once again to the poultry pen, to the brooder. We have now removed all of the drinkers we use for the vaccines, and then we've now replaced them with fresh water containing vitamins, multivitamins. So we are back to square one, but now at this time the birds have already been vaccinated against Newcastle disease virus. So we are good to go. So they feed their feed. There is feed on the trays, on the feeding trays. There's water in full. So this water will take them into the next day, that is the number 8th day. So we'll just come back and clean the trays of the droppings and clean the water of sawdust. Then we'll add more water, add more feed. That's what we'll be doing. So thank you.